G'day there, podcaster. Ben here, giving you a heads up on what to look out for in the pod. We do a live bathroom challenge. That's a bit of fun. Also, goths get a rare mention. I won't spoil what happens there. Also, we talk about driving whilst under the influence. And we find out Belle's freakish cat does something heinous. You find out what that is in the pod as well. Enjoy.
Live across Australia. This is Ben, Liam and Belle's
Late Drive on Nova.
The bathroom challenge. Don't know if you've seen this floating around on TikTok online. Basically, mums, they'll get their young kids and say, hey, look, you say whatever you want to say in the bathroom. You can say all the rude words you want to say, get it all out of the system, but when mum comes back in, you can't say them again, all right? And then they, of course, hide their phone in there, and then the world is just capturing their kids saying all of these funny sort of swear words. Some of them are, kind of brutal. Others is, not even really much of a swear word. So here's one of them here.
Mommy's gonna leave, okay? And when I leave, you can say whatever bad words you want to say, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Bitch.
Wow.
Belle, you weren't around it, so I was showing you some of these today. Some of them get pretty wild.
Sick.
3.
My favourite are the ones where there's just it's not even a swear word.
Stick an ass.
Are you saying them?
Uh-huh.
Get them out.
Stick an ass.
Are they saying stinking ass?
Stinking ass. And then just the softest shit you've ever heard.
It is cute, but there's a part of me that's like, okay, are these kids going to grow up and then every time they go into a bathroom, they're like, oh, shit. It just starts training them.
I want to do a live one this evening on Late Drive. I want to do a bathroom challenge. So if there's any mums out there, maybe you got a potty mouth kid, would love to line up a live bathroom challenge on the radio this evening. We're joined now by Sean. Sean, you've seen the bathroom challenge videos before, right?
Yes, I have, yeah.
Okay. And how old's your son?
He's 4.
Okay, 4. So he's very young. Does he know bad words?
Unfortunately, he does. He knows a lot.
And has he learnt them from mum or?
Well, we like to blame it on Poppy. He likes to go to the golf course with Poppy. And,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you learned a few bad words there.
yeah.
And what is your son's name, sorry?
Bowie.
Bowie. Okay. Well, what we'd love for you to do, Sean, if possible, could we get you to hide your phone in the bathroom? And then when it's there in a safe spot on loudspeaker, we want you to bring Bowie into the bathroom, explain the rules to him, and then when you close that door, he can let rip and swear as much as he wants. Little does he know Australia is listening.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll give it a red hot go.
Whenever you're ready.
Thanks, Sean.
All right. Bye. You know how you're not allowed to say naughty words? Say naughty words in the bathroom? Come put it down. You only get to do it one time. Oh. So you're only allowed to say the naughty words in here, okay? You can't do it anywhere else through in here, okay? I'm going to close the door. When the door's closed, you get to say anything you want, okay? All right.
Why is everything so dumb? Okay, maybe I say, idiot, you're so dumb. You're a shop. Oh, f***ing idiot, you're so dumb. But you know, it's bad.
All right, you finished?
Look at bullshit for you.
Did you get all the naughty words out? Did you get them all out? Are you finished?
I hope Sonny wasn't listening.
I hope Sonny wasn't listening either. All right, go on.
Yeah, what?
Did you get it?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we got it.
Quite the mouth on him.
Yeah, he was sort of gaining more confidence as he was going. Oh, you didn't hear? The door was closed.
We can't repeat it.
Yeah, that's the thing. With radio licensing, we actually aren't allowed to say what your potty mouth 4-year-old Bowie just said on national radio.
It's the rule of the bathroom, though. You know, what was
That's
said in
it.
there
That's
cannot
it.
be repeated. But he did a magnificent job.
He sure did. Anyway, that was a live bathroom challenge on Nova. Thanks, Sean. Liam, you're a married man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever get the runaround from your wife, Sarah, when you got to go to the shops and get some extra ingredients for dinner?
Yep, yeah. In fact, we bumped into each other on the runaround on Monday night, I think it was.
Yep, I think we did.
You directed me towards the limes.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes, I remember.
Well, I had some coriander. Mm-hmm. You have to be careful that you don't pick up the parsley. I've done that before.
It says it.
Yeah, no, they're very similar looking. They're both weeds. And then, I sort of, Ben caught me wandering. And we're both on the run around. He said, yeah, go look near the lemons.
Yep, so I was tasked with getting an ingredient for tacos that night. Now, my wife Sam texted me, and as the show was finishing, she said, hey, doing tacos tonight. Can you get me some Mexican cheese from Coles? And then she sent another message straight away, and she said, actually, don't worry about it. I think you'll have a meltdown trying to find that. And I said, no, I'll be a good husband, and I'll find that for you. I'll find the Mexican cheese.
I swear they do ones that are kind of tricky, though, just to test how good you are as a man. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, go get the tasty cheese. Sweet, we know where that is. Like, even if you're having pizza night, mozzarella, I can find that. I didn't even know Mexican cheese was a thing.
Neither did I. But I went to Coles. It took me a while. I eventually found it. And that's why tonight, Belle and Liam, I want to play this.
Where's the cheese?
Okay. Now, I don't know how well I'm going to go at this, considering that I didn't know where the limes were, as we've sort of
Yeah.
previously pointed out.
Belle and Liam, you can work on a team, okay?
Cool.
All right, I'm going to give you multiple choice. There's 3 options. Where's the cheese? Where's the Mexican cheese? Is it in A, cheese section?
Well, yeah, I mean, you think. I mean, I feel warm around that.
Yeah, but now I'm already second guessing that.
Is it in B, the dairy section?
Well, it is a dairy
Isn't that
product.
the same?
No, there's a cheese section and there's a dairy section.
Oh, what's in the dairy section?
You got like yogurts and all sorts of things, sour cream, that sort of stuff.
Right.
Or C, was it in the taco section?
Well, you would think potentially the taco section, but
But that's room temperature.
exactly, and your cheese would get weird. Unless Mexican cheese comes in like a jar or something.
I don't even know what is
That's
Mexican
what I mean.
cheese.
I don't even know what it is.
This is all the stuff that was running through
Does
my head.
maybe it's like a gross like cheese sauce. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's like
So it
a
comes
like
in a jar.
Yeah, like salsa. Because I have never I frequent the cheese. I peruse the cheese,
Yes,
and
I don't.
I've never seen. You see shaved parmesan, you see all sorts, but you're not going to see a Mexican cheese.
I mean, I would say dairy.
You're going to go B,
I don't
dairy
know.
section?
I don't know because I think
I-
like, it's too easy if it's in the cheese
It
section.
can't be in the cheese section because it
We
seems
just
like
lock that. We just
that's-
scrap that.
I
Scrap
think
that.
that's too easy.
Okay.
So it's
I'm
either
not- no,
dairy or do you think it's in a jar?
Okay, I'm gonna go jar.
All right, it's in the Mexican section.
Yeah.
So you're going to go C, taco section?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't in any of the 3 options
Ah.
I gave you.
Can't do that.
I thought it was in a jar.
Hang on, can I have a road guess?
You have a road guess?
Was it in? I was gonna say like the condiments and like spices and stuff. Damn it.
All right, can I have one more road guess?
Absolutely.
Is it in Coles but in Mexico? No? Okay.
It was in D, the frozen pizza section.
Ah, well.
Hang on. So what is it though?
It's like a 3 cheese. So it's like a bag of cheese, and there's 3 different types of cheese.
And that's in the pizza.
And it's next to the frozen pizzas.
Did you ask a worker or did you?
I did
walk
have to
around?
ask a worker, yeah.
Wow, because that's something that men never do.
Yeah, well, I got to the point where when you're there for half an hour, you plead mercy.
It's like that time I had to ask the man where the ice magic was, and he said, "We don't have that here."
Yeah, flick us a DM on Insta if you'd like at Ben Liam and Belle. Tonight, 13/24/10, disaster wedding speeches. We got a DM from Lucy. She messaged us and said, "Hey, love rats, my wedding is coming up in 2 months, and my fiance and I are considering not letting his best man do a speech. He's my fiance's best mate and has said the whole thing is just going to be full of inappropriate stories about my fiance. How good? We've warned him not to, but he's adamant and says he has to make it that." I mean, if that's your best man,
Yeah.
there's your problem.
But that's the thing. You can have a best man that's like really, really fun, but you just don't want them telling stories in front of your wife's grandparents.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I get that.
absolutely.
And like, especially when someone's like, they're like, no, like keep it serious. And they're like, no, I'm not gonna. And then you're like, but are you kind of like...
And if that's your best mate, that's your best mate.
I get anxiety around wedding speeches in general because people say off-colour comments.
Yeah.
I don't like the social situation where there's someone at the front and it's very cringy.
Maybe they're, like, honestly, like, public speaking for, like, the first time. Or,
Yep.
like, the first time since school or something like that.
And I
it's
think
like
what it is,
they think they're Jim Jeffries or something.
Yeah, and then if they're really nervous as well, and then their nervous energy goes into the rest of the room.
Or it's either too nervous, there's down the middle, and you just kind of like, good on you for having a crack, and then there's too confident.
Yep.
Like, I was at a wedding last year, and the best man just missed the mark. Like, he thought it was, like, sweet. It's like his first time doing stand-up or something like that.
Open mic night.
Yeah, literally. And it's like there's like like a family wedding. And he was like, yeah, I had some lines prepared, but I did them in the bathroom earlier. That's what he opened with.
Nah.
That is pretty funny, but like...
Block your ears, Nana!
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's
But like for a
what?
21st, I don't know. Like
Even
something
then,
that's-
it's like, yeah, you know, I get what
like
you mean.
if it's with a group of mates.
Nikki in Sydney, disaster wedding speeches. Tell us about it.
No, listen, my father-in-law decided he'd crack a couple of jokes. I can't actually remember the entirety of the joke, but it involved a trouser snake, insinuating, you know, I mean, I don't need to, you know, go into absolute detail on that.
he was calling you a snake catcher or a snake charmer or something along those lines.
Yeah, something like those lines. And it's literally, I mean, this is nearly 20 years ago, and it's always a thing. Everybody, do you remember that joke your father-in-law told about?
Yeah, it just sort of didn't land on the night. Kathy, what about you? Was this your wedding where there was the disaster speech?
No, we were guests at the wedding, and a very good friend of ours was the best man and got up and did the speech. And instead of saying the bridesmaids scrubbed up well, he managed to call them all scrubbers.
Yeah, you can't call them scrubbers. Yeah.
Not ideal. No. And then he got on to the, you know, how people used to send in telegrams or messages or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He was reading those out, and he was like, and it was quite corny, and he was like, roses are red, violets are blue. And he paused and he said, oh, my God, who writes this, you know, rubbish?
Yep.
Something a little bit more colourful than that. And got to the end of the speech, and the uncle came up and said, my wife wrote that, and she's dying of cancer in hospital.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a hospital pass. Pun intended.
And then he had to get back up and apologise.
But like, you know what I mean? As if the uncle comes up and goes, my wife's dying of cancer. Just if he wasn't dying up there enough. Oh,
that's
man.
a real Homer Simpson into the bush moment, isn't it?
Yeah, hard to enjoy the wedding cake and get back on the dance floor after that one.
Kathy, good one. Darren in Barizzi, disaster wedding speeches. Tell us.
Yeah, how you going, guys? Hey, we had a mate moved over to New Zealand, so we thought we'd if I catch up with him. He said he's getting married. We were like, bit of a weird thing. He didn't tell us about anyone. Anyway, we went over to the wedding. During the speeches, he actually named his new bride the complete wrong name.
Oh!
Yeah, right. Just
How long, how long have they been together for?
Probably 3 weeks.
Oh, it was like a really...
It was a shotgun wedding.
It was a real quick whim wedding.
Okay, two questions. Why? But also, are they still together?
That was the end of it as of that night. The wedding, it went pear-shaped real badly, real quickly.
Whoa.
That's what, it's funny, Darren, because I only got married at the end of last year, and I remember thinking like, here's what's the worst that could happen, and then it got into my head that the worst thing could happen is if I said the wrong name somehow, and I just wouldn't it just wouldn't happen because you know how it happens in Friends, you know.
Yeah. But that's because she's there and he's thinking of her.
Well,
If you were
I'm like,
thinking of an ex,
there's
then
no
yes.
other way I'd be thinking of someone else, but I'm just like that. In your head, you're like, if I don't really have much to do today other than like do your vows and do a speech, but you're like, could you imagine if you did that? Like that is like the worst, like because everyone in the room is so attentive at that moment. And
Wow.
Like, oh, he definitely said Kelly. He definitely said Kelly.
Good call, Darren. Very good. You're in the draw for 10K a day in May. 13-24-10. Andrew in Sydney. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so hi. My older brother was my best man, and he did the normal kind of really respectful speech, kind of welcomed my wife into our family, so on and so forth. And then he kind of finished it off with like, your wedding night should be just like a roast chicken dinner. There should be a little bit of leg and a little bit of breast and plenty of stuffing. And this is kind of in front of all of our family and great aunt. And
Yeah.
I
I don't think that one's that bad.
I like that he led him down the garden path of it's a polite speech the whole way through. It's very respectful. And there's the inappropriateness.
Got him with the stuffing gag at the end.
You know what? I would.
You can't say you're going to stuff the bride on her wedding night.
Okay, he didn't say that.
That's what he's
He just
implying.
said plenty of stuffing with like that. I get that.
She'd feel uncomfortable with that, with her family there and stuff. Like, it's a different.
Yeah,
it's
but everyone knows. That's
honestly,
the
when
thing.
he said the thing like I hope your wedding night's like as soon as they say that, your toes curl up and you go, how bad is this going to be?
Thank you very much, Sam in Melbourne. Disaster wedding speeches.
Yeah, it was the best man, and we all had our head in our hands. It was about how the groom's mum looked really hot when they were younger, coming out of the shower in a towel. He wanted to bang the twin sisters of the bride, and that he remembered when they were growing up, watching the Nature Channel and doing all that kind of stuff with the groom. It was just bang, bang, bang. It was a disaster.
What, you mean like that kind of stuff?
What is this family?
What is going on? Was Stifler the best man?
Yeah, basically. He was I'm keeping it PG. He just went out and said it all.
Oh,
about
man.
the towels and whatever it is that young boys do.
That is hectic. In Melbourne right now, they're doing cannabis driving tests, Ben and Belle. So people are just blazed, and then they rip around a closed circuit. It's obviously it's for medicinal cannabis purposes. So it's for like a good cause.
Sounds like a sketch on Top Gear.
It does, yeah. I'm blazed tonight. Who's going to win, the Stig or me after a couple of bongs? But look, they are testing it to the extreme. And I know they have been facing some challenges with the types of people that they've been getting in for these tests. Here's how it's been going.
Hello, Todd.
Mind if I put some tunes on, man?
Come along and take a hit from the Look, I'd appreciate it if you didn't.
Sorry, man.
Now, put your seatbelt on. No, that's my seatbelt.
Oh, man, I'm really sorry about that.
Right, now place the key in the ignition and release the handbrake.
Did you say bake?
No, I said handbrake.
Too late.
Okay, do not do that again. Now, remember, when turning, it's mirror indicator brake.
Did you say mirror indicator bake?
No. Right.
Sorry, man.
Well, let's practice some reverse parallel parks, shall we? Now, Todd, I want you to park in between those two cones.
Cones?
Okay, this is getting silly now.
Billy? Now? I don't know, man. I just had 3, but whatever you say.
Jesus, Todd, you've got to stop doing this. This is wrong.
Bong?
Not bong, wrong. I said wrong. Can you even tell me what side of the road you're supposed to drive on? Oh, dear.
13 24 10. Give us a buzz if you reckon you have a high IQ pet.
Phone lines are blowing up. Everyone thinks their pet's so intelligent.
They absolutely do. So if this is your 15 minutes of fame, call in 13 24 10. Tell us about your pet.
I'll give you 15 seconds max. Tell your story.
I've got 2 cats, Gary and Jeffrey. Jeffrey, to me, they're both really smart, but Jeffrey has recently learned to do something, and he's a very smart boy because of it.
And look, Belle, I'm glad to hear your cats are smart because they definitely weren't blessed with looks. So, it often does go one way or the other, and it pleases me to hear that they've got some brains.
Yes, I adopted them because adopt, don't shop. Now, sure, he has FIV, kidney failure, he's anemic, he's got a bladder infection, he's got constant
Don't forget about the eye.
sinusitis, and yes, he has one eye. But he's very smart. So he
wasn't smart enough to avoid all those injuries.
And blood.
Okay, they weren't his fault. But he kept weighing on this rug that I had. And it was a bit of a problem. And, he struggles with life. He does his best. And he kept weighing on this rug. So I had to get rid of it. And I was like, all right, well, because of his condition, sometimes he can't get to the litter in time. So I trained him now. He goes straight directly into the shower drain
Bro.
Therefore, all G.
Yeah,
No
but then
worries.
you're coming in every morning, waking up, and you're showering in cat piss.
No, it's like literally like straight into the drain.
Well, you say he's like getting it right through, right through the hole.
I'm not kidding.
Also,
yes.
like knowing a little bit about plumbing, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure drains have S-bends in them so that the smell doesn't come back. So if you have a shower, the water washes down. But if he's pissing in the drain, the piss is sitting in there until you turn the shower on.
And then it cooks it all up with the steam. And
Also, the
I
poor
must
boy,
admit,
like he's got some blood in his urine as well. Like he's just,
you
he
got
struggles.
bloody piss
Yeah,
in your shower?
he's a beautiful boy.
I mean, bless you for adopting him. To be fair, because
Exactly, because I have a heart, unlike a lot of people.
well, I have eyes, Belle. I have eyes.
Imagine having a shower in the morning in bloody cat piss.
Oh.
It's down the drain.
No, and so that's the thing. I sort of have a bit of an issue with. I know you guys both got cats, but I have a bit of an issue with cat people's houses because I feel like you can always like at least there's an area where sometimes you walk past and you go, oh god.
Yeah, and
Like where
I
the
think
kitty
that
litter
about
is.
dog people. You know it's a dog house straight away.
Mate,
Yeah, but
not me.
mate-
I got 2 cats. We bought them air tags, free range cats now.
Oh yeah, yeah, because your house is ponging up too much. Man, you're gonna stink the place up this much. You can live on the street. How about that?
Claudia joins us now. Good evening. Do you have a high IQ pet?
Good evening. Yes, I definitely do. So I've got 2 dogs. One of them is a genius. The other one, not so much. So my genius dog, when the other dog's got a toy that my genius dog wants, what she'll do is she'll run up to the door, bark at it, which distracts the other dog. And the other dog's like, who's here? And as the other dog's running to the door, she'll literally run back, swoop in, take the toy, master manipulator. She's
That
done it
is
with
actually-
toys, treats, blankets, anything she wants, basically.
Yeah, that is impressive, actually. And
That
like,
is
especially the Dharma dog hasn't worked it out yet. You know what I mean? Like, you would think just by a pattern of behaviour, you're going, oh, okay, I know what's happening here.
All right, 13, 24, 10. We are looking for high IQ pets. If you got one, give us a buzz. Does your pet have a high IQ? 13, 24, 10.
Belle's trained her cat to wee down the shower drain.
If he has to.
Revolting.
It's not.
It's kind of gross. Ella, would you agree it's kind of gross?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, thanks, Ella. You can go now.
No, Ella, tell us about your high IQ pet.
I don't know if it's that special, but whenever we go on a drive, I keep the windows off in my car because I like my car really cold.
Mm-hmm.
And she's figured out how to put the windows down so she can put her head out the window.
That's good. Dogs,
Yeah.
that's hard for dogs. So it like gets the paw on the button. I'm assuming it's not an old wind up.
She's worked it out. Like I've had 3 cars in the past year, and somehow she's worked out where the little window thing is on every single one of them.
That's a high IQ. I can't get out of Teslas. That's how dumb I am. You know what I mean? I find it sort of when a Tesla Uber pulls up, and you're like, how do we do this?
Also, 3 cars. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, or are you okay at driving?
Yeah, it could go either way. True.
Shona, tell us about your high IQ pet.
Oh, hi there. My dog Rum can count.
What do you mean?
Yeah, in COVID, I managed to teach him. So if I hold up 2 fingers on one hand and like 3 on the other, he'll count 5 times. Or he'll bark 5 times.
Really? You hold up 2 fingers on one, 3 on the other, your dog will bark 5 times.
Yeah, or I can hold up 4 and 2, like whatever number combination.
That's wild. Can we see a
I can
video?
DM you a video. Yeah, I'll DM it.
Yeah, can you DM at Ben Lehman Bell? Can you DM us a bit? I need to see a video of
That's crazy. If your dog can count. Yeah, wow.
Wow.
I mean, Alicia, surely your pet is high IQ, is that right?
Well, I don't know whether her IQ is that high, but I've taught her that when she needs to go to the toilet, she rings a little doggy doorbell, and the doorbell lets me know that she needs to go out to go to the toilet.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. That
That's a
is
good
really
one.
cute. Sarah and Sydney, high IQ pet. What do you got?
Hey guys, so I've got a dog that can talk to me.
Okay.
Another talking dog.
And do we need to speak to a doctor about this, or?
So he's got little buttons around the house, And when he wants something, he'll go press like a specific button.
It's like, hello, I am hungry.
So,
Yeah, he literally has a hungry button. So if he's really hungry, he'll go press a button that says food.
How often does the dog push the hungry button a day?
Oh, all the time.
It sounds like you've just ended up with a fat dog there. I kind of want one of those buttons at my house.
High IQ pets.
Yeah, Megan, you've got one.
Yes, well, technically it's my husband's family pet. He's a little Pomeranian. His name's Bruce. And about 10 years ago, he made it in the Herald Sun for winning their footy tipping contest.
Okay.
So was it like a thing where they put a snack either side and then Bruce would go Bombers or go D's or whatever?
Exactly. They'd write it down on a piece of paper and then put like a treat on each, and then whichever one he'd go to, they'd put that in for that week. And I think he ended up winning like $500. Just like
Bruce.
I mean, Megan, have you done it every year since?
I think they tapered off as he started to get a little bit older. Bless him, he's aging nicely. But yeah,
You say his
nice
form was
memories
off
there though.
because he got older.
Yeah.
He wasn't watching as much footy.
I like it. It feels like your husband's family, like all their mates, like gathering around, like Bruce, so you got this weekend, mate, and then they're starting to lose money on all the sporting apps. They're like, Bruce, you can't do this to me. I'm in debt here.
We should get Bruce a spot on the feed. Sportsbet the feed.
Yeah.
Better than Liam.
Alongside your mate Liam Stapleton.
Ben, Liam and Belle's longest goal. You didn't say it right.
Oh, sorry.
Goal!
Say yes to seeing AC Milan versus AS Roma at Optus Stadium on May 31, because with Optus, it starts with yes.
That's better.
It's mad that this is happening in Australia. I'm a big fan of the World Game, and I tell you what, I'm pretty jealous of whoever's going to win this. So maybe a listener will be kind enough to take me. I don't know. But that's certainly not going to be you, Craig, in Brisbane, because your son is a Roma diehard. You're a big AC Milan fan. You're our carryover champ at the moment. Have you spoken to your son? Does he know you're in the winning for this?
Yeah, I've spoken to him. He's excited as I am. So,
Okay.
no, we both got our fingers crossed. Yeah.
All right. Well, you had a hell of a time yesterday. It was almost breaching the 30-second mark. Do you remember what it was exactly, Bill?
29 seconds. It was so close.
29 seconds. And you really found another gear.
Well, the person who's taking you on this evening, Craig, goes by the name of Sally in the Central Coast. Big football fan, Sally?
Hi, guys. I've grown up in a soccer-loving family all my life, and I would be so excited to see them play.
Okay, well, look, we wish you both all the best. Craig's already set his time, 29 seconds, so that's what you got to beat. So you got to have a big lung capacity to get this across the line. If we hear you take a breath, that's your time done. Are you ready to go, Sally?
I'm ready.
All right, whenever you're ready, we'll start timing.
All right.
What just happened? What just
was that?
happened? Wow. It went really quiet.
It sounded like, if anyone tuned in, they'd be like, is there a mosquito in the car?
It sounded like a mosquito. We could hear it still, though, and it went really long.
You heard it? I
Yeah,
hope
no,
you heard that,
no,
because
we
that
could
was
hear it.
the wildest breath ever.
That was wild. I'm just waiting for the official time on that. Sorry, just everyone hold their breath because we're waiting for the official time.
29 seconds is the time to beat. Sally,
Yes?
you're our carryover champ. That's 50 seconds.
50 seconds is
50
impressive.
Is that humanly possible?
Wow. Craig, apologies about you and your son not being able to go see the game, but thanks for playing, mate.
Never mind, mate. Thanks anyway, guys.
No
Cheers.
worries.
No worries.
Wow.
You are still in the draw for Nova's 10K a day in May.
Yeah, and Sally, you're our carryover champion, so that means we'll speak to you again tomorrow, okay?
Oh, so excited. Thanks, guys.
What then?
Did I miss it?
What do you mean?
Was it yesterday? No, was it today? Was it tomorrow? No, it's okay. No. Today is World Goth Day.
Well, if there's a goth in your life, be sure to celebrate them. You know, we have Mother's Day for the mums, Father's Day for the dads, World Goth Day for the goths. And look, they do need a day.
Yep.
It's good for goth awareness because they're dying out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You
they are,
you don't
aren't
see
they?
many goths.
Maybe we need a week.
I wouldn't be opposed to Goth Week because we've sort of and they are the goths. They sort of do keep to themselves. Sometimes you will see a gaggle of goths, normally in graveyards at night and that sort of thing, doing witchcraft.
Yep.
I think I get confused between goths and emos and scene and yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference for sure.
Right.
I think emos do wear darker clothes.
I thought goths were the darkest.
Yeah, I think goth. So emo and scene can be kind of cool. Like emo is more like what you would have seen.
Vans.
Yeah,
Wearing
skinny
Vans.
jeans, the long fringes, couple of those little piercings, sort of like full blown goth.
Yep.
They look like Edward Scissorhands.
Oh.
Like a full blown goth, just a goth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the teased hair. I think that 80s was like the Cure. Like that's when goths were
Right.
at their peak.
Well, what about Evanescence? Can we spin Evanescence?
This is a
For the
very good
goths.
song.
Yeah.
You know what? I have to go to a quick break. After this break, though, I'm going to play that song out in full.
I love the idea of there just being like one goth listening to the show tonight, going like, and like they're kind of like Late Drive with Ben Lee and Belle, and they're like just like crying, like finally some awareness, and people are talking, they're playing some music that I actually like, Evanescence.
You know what? If you are a goth or you were a goth, a couple of years ago, maybe it was 10 years ago, and you want to call 13 24 10, maybe we butchered the goth culture there. Maybe you want to give us a goth education. We will give you an open radio show, 13 24 10. Give us a buzz if you are a goth. But we are going to spin that.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.